Today we're going to be installing the RealWheels EV stainless steel Cybertruck running boards. We start by putting the vehicle in its highest setting in extract mode for as much clearance as possible. And we lay down some cardboard, or you could do a blanket or whatever works best for you. We laid out one side here worth of all our tools and components. We have our bracketry, the boards, we have the hardware along with our 13mm socket, 10mm socket, a 13mm half-inch wrench, and the other tools that we need. Let's get started. Okay, so here we have all our brackets laid out and our hardware. You want to locate these threaded holes underneath your Cybertruck. You can see where each one of these little bump outs are. There's actually a threaded insert that's already there. So you're going to go ahead and take one of your brackets. The number 1 through 5 are all the same. The number 6 is the only one that's different. You're going to take this applied hardware. Go ahead and put one of the bolts and washers up through the bracket and into those threaded holes. And right now you only want to make it snug. You don't want to tighten this fully. You still want to be able to have a little bit of movement left to right on each one of the brackets. So just go ahead and run the bolt up and make it snug. So you can see Josh is just going one at a time, putting these in. Here's kind of a closer look. Start it all by hand, and then you can touch off. Now we use power tools. You could obviously use a regular ratchet if you prefer, but either method will work fine. Just don't over tighten anything. Put it right in, line everything up, and then you can go ahead and just snug off. Now when you get to the back side here, the number 6 bracket, you're going to switch over to a 10mm socket. And this one right here in the pocket, you want to remove that bolt. You can put that aside. And now you're going to take the new bolt with your washers on it, and you're going to go ahead and put it through the bracket, put the spacer on top, and insert that back into the pocket. You can go ahead and tighten that up by hand, and then again, just touch off. Make it snug so it still has some movement to it, but just touching off. And this is what it should look like right now. All right, now we're going to go ahead and grab your running board. We're doing the driver side here. So you can take your running board and just set it right on top of all the brackets. They will support it and hold it there, just don't knock it off. And then you can go back now. We're going to grab all our hardware, everything that we need. So all of our nuts, bolts, and washers. We're going to grab our 13mm or half-inch wrench and socket. And what you want to do is you can begin at either the front or back, pick a bracket, and you're going to go ahead and put your first bolt in from the bottom. Make sure you have your bolt with your split lock washer, then flat washer. And you want to put that in with your flange nut on the top of the running board bracket. So each bracket itself has a slot that you can go ahead and put that in, as you can kind of see here. So again, you're going to start just on one end or the other. Insert the bolt right through the bracket itself into the running board mount. And what you actually want to do is, just get all these on there loose right now, and then you'll kind of spread them out. You'll want to have the inside bolt be closest to the inside, the outside bolt pulled towards the outside. But you can see as Josh is putting in, and he'll kind of do that when he goes to tighten them. He'll show you probably a little bit more clear how that'll all look. Again, flange nut right over the top, bolt from the bottom side, finger tighten it up. Just like that. Now when you get to the number 6 bracket, there's only one bolt. No need to have two. So you do the same thing right from the bottom. Put that in. Now you're good to go. All right, now you're going to want to take your running board and pull it outward. And then this is where we're actually gapping the running board. So we use the back side of the wrench. We like about a 3/8 to a 1/2 inch gap. It's nice and uniform all the way across. So here you can see we go ahead and set the wrench in, push the running board up against it, and then you can actually come back and you're just snugging. So you do one on the front, one on the back, touch off, now you verify your gap. Another tool for this is a Sharpie. It's about the perfect size as well. Keeps a nice uniform gap, just like that you can see. Now once you have the front and back actually touched off, you can go ahead and tighten up all of the bolts that you just inserted directly into the running board itself. So you want to take your 13mm or 1/2 inch wrench, hold that on top, and then again, we're using power tools, but you could do this with the socket, and just one by one, go ahead and tighten them up. As you can see, Josh is kind of pushing that inner bolt all the way to the inside of the vehicle, and then the outer bolt towards the outside. Just gives you a better spread, and make sure that it's all done the right way. Simply hold on the top and tighten. And then this is the number 5 bracket. Same thing, all the way to the inside, all the way to the outside, and then the number 6. This one you want to center right in the bracket as you go to tighten as much as possible, just like so. Now once you have that tightened up, you can actually come back now using the 13mm socket, and you want to go ahead and tighten all of the actual body mount bolts. So for brackets 1 through 5, come back and tighten all of those. Make sure everything is good and tight. And then don't forget about the number 6 bracket. Number 6 one, you want to switch back over to your 10mm and go ahead and tighten that up, just like that. All right, awesome job getting that installed. Now do the same steps for the other side and you're all finished. You can see how clean this stainless steel looks and matches with the body. It fits right in with the Cybertruck look. Those extrusions give you the extra grip. You can go ahead and step up and into your vehicle or access to the roof or windshield so much easier now. Great job on the install.